everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
What a day. The sun is shining, birds are singing, bees are trying to have sex with them. So is my understanding.
On the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
The big brain am winning again. I am the greatest. Now I am leaving Earth for no raisin.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, wow, I've never been called an adult before. I've been tried as one. I'll do it. Welcome to Plotty Time.
40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well fucking that demon is still sexy.
How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll kill some random
If
dude.
you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for Pete.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another brand new episode of Plotty Time, and I have a special announcement for you guys.
What's that?
Oh, okay.
It is February 9th as of this recording.
Uh-huh.
I have now played 6 games this year that are not Call of Duty Zombies.
Wow.
But you did also play Call of Duty Zombies.
I did also play
Okay.
Call of Duty Zombies, yes. I can't quit it like that. I got cold turkey. Come on.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
You're playing games that I'm not playing because I ain't playing shit.
I played like 10 games last year total. So I got 6 in. I played Inscription on stream. That was a fun time.
Yeah, good stuff.
Did you start to understand it then?
I don't know if I would use the word understand. I was kind of fumbling my way through it. Like, I got the basics of combat, but my problem was that I wasn't getting enough blood sacrifices out there to use, like, the badass cards.
But then you got the squirrel head, so you can
Then I got the squad.
get the triple bloods.
Yeah,
for
you
it.
got to do it. You got to start making better death cards. That was your problem, too.
I didn't know they were bad. So I got a lot of learning
He's like,
to do.
I have this. The choices were free, 1 blood or 2 blood. I'll take the 2 blood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he didn't know what he was doing, dude.
No idea what I was doing. I just remember playing and seeing Dr. Syintist with a little message. He's like, it's very fun to see the wheels turning, I believe is what you said.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
But the first time, I think you mentioned this, Chump Slap. It might have been you. It could have been the other guy. What's his name? Syintist? Could have been Syintist. But the first time you find out what the pliers do,
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, yeah.
I have my reaction on video. I might make that a short or something.
Yeah. That's pretty sick.
Because I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll play it. Oh, my, what just happened? What just happened?
Did you get the dagger?
Not yet.
Oh, sick.
Don't spoil it. I just got the dagger. I got like a squirrel and a glass thing.
Nice.
He did
Other
get the
stuff?
wolf out of the cage.
I know. I saw that. I was proud of him.
I got the wolf out of the cage. I figured out the safe, and the combination was not 420 or 187.
No. He was like, it's like, the code is in the rule book. And I'm like, all right, the rule book to your left. So he turns around, he looks at it. It opens up to the page that the code is on. And he's like, he goes, flips all the way through and gets back. He's like, I don't see it.
I didn't realize that it was on the page. Oh, no. Really? I did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Because I remember that moment where I'm going through it. I'm like, dude, I don't see anything. Oh, boy. Now it's out there. It's on, it's out in the ether. Anybody can see that happen.
Awesome.
But it's a lot more fun that way. It's not fun if I like do research and figure out how to play it and just go and stream and crush it, right?
No, yeah, it's way funner to just
Dude, I played it for about
figure it out.
10 hours before I even figured out you could go and do stuff in the room.
It took me forever to figure out what the little fucking the mini game in the room where Scotch was having trouble with. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" Where you just move the things up and down,
back and forth. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that thing. Didn't I have to get like a key or something to?
you just started.
You guessed him,
forced
right?
it.
Yeah, you
Oh, did I? Man, what a fun time. I have to get back out there and finish it.
Oh yeah, you got a lot to go.
But I was very confused because the way, and you guys, if you think it's funner for me to find out on my own, feel free to not, ruin anything. But I was very confused because I kept going through the wetlands and the highlands over and over. And the game was insinuating to me that there was another card out there somewhere that talks to me. So I was figuring I just got to get as many cards as I can. Eventually I'll grab that one. And it just kept, again, sending me through the highlands and the wetlands. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, you go through, there's actually kind of 4 levels you just go through over and over again.
Yeah, until you finally beat it. But I don't remember what
Okay.
the last card is that talks to you. It's probably in the room somewhere.
Well, there's the stink bug, the stoat.
And
I have the stoat, and I have, what was the other one? Yeah, the stink bug, the roach, the beetle, whatever it was.
There. No, I'm not going to talk about it because Poppascotch will hear me.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll find it probably once you figure out what to do with the paintings.
You should just make shit up. Like, dude, once you find the cummerbund, the game like kicks off.
Oh,
like
once you
crazy.
find the compass, dude, forget about it.
Awesome. Do you guys play anything this week?
I've played a game called Potion Permit. It's
What the fuck is that?
it's a little indie game, but it was you're like this chemist or something, and you move to this town that hates science or whatever, and you try and just
America.
Yeah, basically, and you're just going around like collecting ingredients, making things to get the citizens better and doing them favors and stuff.
Oh, and trying to win them over to the world of science.
Yeah, basically.
That's
It was
right
pretty
down your
fun.
alley.
Yeah.
Very scientist coded. I'll say that. Is it a cozy game?
Wow, what's a cozy game?
I think you just
I don't know.
like a cozy game, something you just put on to relax.
I guess, kind of.
Kind of like Animal Crossing, I guess, would be cozy.
Yeah, it's similar to Animal Crossing
There you go.
with a little bit more fighting because you got to kill some animals to get some parts.
I'd throw Donut Country in there too. I mean, there's a billion cozy games.
Yeah.
And there's another one I started playing that's pretty cozy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Get this. It's a Metroidvania.
Get the fuck out.
A Metroidvania without combat.
There's a
I'm
couple
talking
of them.
about Animal Well.
I was going to
started
say
playing
Animal
that.
Well. Damn it.
I've been meaning to get it, but I think it's on the PS5 only.
Zorch was telling me about it. He said it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things from.
I have nothing to compare it to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it's from what I understand of and have learned over the last 6 years of what a Metroidvania is. It seems like a Metroidvania. It's frustrating in parts. Get this, I'm learning lingo. I got soft locked in a section. I was trying to get the slinky. Didn't go how I wanted it to go, but you know.
Isn't it like a puzzler too?
Yeah.
You have to
PS5
go around
only.
the map,
That's why I couldn't get it.
get tools, which helps you unlock other areas and puzzles. But yeah, it's very puzzly.
Yeah, cool.
Puzzly, no combat, jumping around stuff.
Cute.
Very adorable.
Yeah.
It's
Pixelated.
from pixelated. It's from Video Game Donkey, the YouTube content creator.
No, don't know
No.
that. No.
No.
You know what else I played
No.
that Scotchy might like?
Call of Duty.
No, it was a Telltale game. I believe it was Telltale. It was The Expanse.
Oh, nice. How was it?
It's all right. I didn't like. There's apparently ways you can save everybody. And spoiler, I didn't save everybody,
Well, you don't do it on your first playthrough
No.
ever, you know.
but it was all right. I'm not exactly sure how it fits into the Expanse story because I only watched like 3 seasons of The Expanse.
Okay.
But it has what the fuck is her name? The one Martian who's like a Marine or whatever. She's the main character in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't think of her name is, but
No.
I just remember. I remember it coming out, and I think it took place between like the 4th and 5th season because you get some lore in the show that all this stuff happened.
oh really?
It's the only problem I had. I thought the show was great, and you should watch the show. And I guess you have to do it quickly because it's leaving Prime now.
Yeah, I watched the first like 3 seasons of it or 4 seasons maybe.
I think there's 5. Anyway, so it's just crazy how this one ship is the Rocinante is in every major event in history that has happened to humankind for like 10 straight years. They just happen to be at all these events, and it got a little silly, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you only really like run into like pirates in this, not like, oh, what the fuck was it called? Like Supercell or something. I don't remember exactly.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. The Expanse. Television show, I assume.
Yeah.
It's great. I bought
Sci-fi.
In space,
bought
the
it-
asteroid belt.
Oh, that sounds pretty neat.
I really think, well, no, I won't spoil it for you, Dr. Scientist. But I picked it up on Blu-ray because I was afraid that it would just go away forever on streaming, and I really enjoyed it.
Does it have commentary tracks?
Oh, I have no idea. It's not going to ship for like another 2 months. Because once they put out that announcement that it's not going to be available,
Oh, then they put it up for sale.
yeah, it sold out like right away.
Sick. You got a copy.
These rights issues, they're awesome. They help everybody. That's what's important.
Yeah, yep.
Guess you didn't play anything, did you? Chump Slap.
No. Well, maybe like a game or two of Vampire Survivor, but nothing. Nah, I just wasn't feeling gaming this week, man.
Yeah, so did you watch stuff?
I watched a couple things.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. You guys ever see Dark City?
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding? That's on my list to talk about today.
Shut the fuck
Really?
up.
Yeah, it really is.
That is in high school. I believe it came out in 98.
Yeah, it was like right before.
97, I think.
Well,
But
yeah, I was a senior. And I went with a couple of people who you all know. And it was me and 3 other guys. And we were sitting out there waiting for the movie to start in the hallway before they're cleaning out. And the guy came out and he's like, "Are you the guys who bought tickets for this?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're the only 4. We're not going to show it. We'll refund your tickets."
I'd be like, come on.
Oh, we were like, all right, whatever.
It would have been sweet to have the theater to yourself.
I don't remember if we actually just saw another movie then or.
So I do remember I saw it in theaters.
I never saw it before.
I've seen
Really?
it before. It's all right.
No, I liked it. Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
It's
With,
real dark though. Like,
Ergo the name.
yeah, but I couldn't imagine seeing that in the theater and then walking out if it was daylight and you're like, oh my God.
I think I saw it when it played again at the Alamo too. But I saw it when it came out because it hit right in that time where you're in middle school and you want to go out and do stuff, but like you can't do anything.
No,
Yeah.
I was a senior in high school. I know exactly.
Yeah. So we went to a movie and it was Dark City. And I remember walking out of the movie and I saw another group of friends. They're like, "We're going to go in and see this movie. What is it called? Half Baked. Do you want to come?" I was like, "Sure." And I saw them both in the same day.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure it was those two. I got to check
That sounds about right.
Probably close to the same time.
Yeah.
I think I was also, it might have been near the end of my senior year that Half Baked came out.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 98. Sorry.
It just reminded me of like Matrix-y kind of.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi dystopian kind of thing.
Yeah. I dug it though. I liked how they changed the landscapes all the time. That was a cool special effect for the time.
That is nice.
And it still looks good too to this day.
I did, are you done talking about Dark City?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
The guy who directed it also directed The Crow, Alex Proyas.
Never saw it.
The Crow with Brandon Lee.
I
It
know
was
what The
good.
Crow is.
It's all right.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how
It's like gothy. You know?
it still holds up, and I'm like, it's fine. The only other thing I wanted to mention about Dark City is the film, the production of Dark City. A lot of their sets would then go back to Fox and then get repurposed in this movie called The Matrix.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
So that's why it looks Matrixy, because they literally use the same
Plus
set.
the
So the
story-
Matrix-y looks Dark City-y.
The story's very
Yes.
Matrix-y too. Like, oh, you're the chosen one.
It is. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, the whole time I'm like, what the fuck are they doing this for? And then the reasoning was pretty meh, but still
That's
fun.
true.
Still fun.
And those dudes were so creepy.
Oh,
With
yeah,
the
that.
clicky sound
Yeah,
and
the
the
little
daggers.
kid that was like the fucking leader.
Yeah.
One of the leaders. It was weird.
What a movie. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it come up at some point when I was home with the kid. I was like, whatever, I'll throw it on the background. Then he fell asleep. I ended up watching the whole thing. It was great.
Yeah. Very good movie.
I watched a Scotchy recommend,
Oh. What's
Oh, yeah?
that?
The Woman in Black.
Ooh, what'd you think?
It was all right. Nothing great. It's
That's the one with what's his
Daniel
name?
Radcliffe.
Yes.
It's
I
not
thought it
his,
was very
It's not his
creepy.
best work.
Oh, that's like a period piece, right? Like,
It's set in
Yeah.
late 1800s, maybe.
yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not. There's a car in it. Maybe it's in the early 1900s. But there's a
Yeah, it
ghost
had
like
to
going
be.
around. And
Because only that like one rich dude had the car. So
Yeah.
it had to be like 1920s.
Okay.
I don't even remember why he was doing it. I mean, I watched it over when we took the break, so it was a long time ago.
Was it good?
It was all right.
It was very atmospheric. It was slow in parts, but I thought it was pretty creepy. It
Okay.
was good. I mean, I
Yeah.
enjoyed watching it. I don't know if I'd watch it again anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't know either. But watching it once is all right.
Nice.
But I did see, I don't know if he's ever talked about this one. I also saw a movie with Bradley Cooper called The Midnight Meat Train.
Yeah, with fucking Bulletooth Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
It is. It's pretty good.
I liked
I liked it.
That came out when I was really into horror movies, and I know I saw it when it came out, and I haven't seen it since.
It's strange.
It is strange. It's really strange. It's about, he like takes a picture. He goes around taking pictures of people, and then the woman he takes a picture of with gets killed on the train. So he goes and tries to figure out what happened.
Yeah, and there's like a serial killer on the train.
Yeah. The serial killer takes people on the train.
Is the Midnight Meat Train literal?
Yeah.
Like he has his own car?
I mean, he kills people on the train at night.
It's not a train that transports meat, if that's what you're asking.
In my mind, I thought it was like a train car that has been like Dexter kill roomed.
Kind of. He kind of does that when he
Yeah.
kills somebody.
Okay, maybe I do remember more of this movie than I thought. Brooke Shields, I couldn't think of who was in it.
Yeah, she's in it.
She was like the art dealer.
Yep.
I remember some of this.
Well, yeah, because he was trying to get sell his pictures or something.
Yeah, I don't remember that much about it. But
And then they're like, you got to get more into your art.
And I remember, that's all I remember from it. That's pretty much it, the premise. And Bradley Cooper, I think this had been like delayed or something. Like the movie was delayed or in pre or post production hell. And then fucking The Hangover came out and Bradley Cooper blew up.
oh, then they're like, yeah, let's do this.
You're like, oh shit, we got to get this out. We got the star in it now.
Yeah. Huh.
And then I also watched Ginger Dead Man.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and suggest you guys just go ahead and skip it. Just don't bother.
I've seen parts of it. I like put it on and just like walked away from it. Like, this is so dumb.
It is supremely dumb. Like, not even fun dumb.
No, I expected it to be slappy, but it wasn't even. No.
Oh, you saw it too?
I've seen part. Like I said, I put it on and I tried to watch it, and I'm like, no, I got to just walk away. It's terrible.
It's like it wants to be a cult movie, but it doesn't want to put the work in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
So it just half-ass everything, and Gary Busey's in it.
Yeah, that was the one redeeming grace.
That was in our bowl, our horror movie bowl for Christmas.
Oh,
Christmas
really?
horror movie bowl. So that one's not going to make the cut next year, I don't think.
Hell
But
no.
the other movie we watched, Black Christmas from 2006, that will make the cut because that is pretty damn slappy.
I don't know which one that is. There's so many named Black Christmas.
Yeah, they remade it twice. There was the one in the 70s,
Yeah.
like 76, which predated Halloween, and John Carpenter gets all the credit for that opening shot where like the camera's outside and Mikey's looking around the house, you know?
Yeah.
But Black Christmas did that first. Anyway, then they remade it in 2006 and made it like remember that time when Scream blew up and there were all these slashers everywhere?
Yeah.
Imagine we're 10 years into that now and everything's been done. That's this movie.
Oh, so it's just rehashing everything that's been done.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But the kills are pretty wild. And then they remade it in like 2020 and it was all about like taking over a frat because the frat was evil. They strayed from the source material in that one, but
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
Not
But it's
good.
slappy. Go check it out if you want to see some slappy stuff.
Oh, that is good. The 2006 one. Okay.
Yeah. It slaps. I wouldn't say it's good. I'd say it slaps.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm all about slapping.
Then the last thing I watched, a new movie just came out with Nick Frost in it. Have you guys heard of his new one, Getaway?
I have no idea who Nick Frost is.
He is the dude who isn't Simon Pegg from Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
What's it called?
Getaway.
No.
Like is in a vacation.
That's the one. Oh, I was going to say, isn't that the one with Anthony Kiedis and Flea?
The Getaway. Yes. It's funny you say those two.
I would suggest check out the trailer, see if it's for you. You'll know. Like you guys will know. I think it slaps a lot more than anything.
Oh, God, you're the new slapper this season.
I guess. I found these slappies. I don't know what to say. And it slaps, and it's about a family who rents this Airbnb on this remote Swedish island. They're an English family, so it makes sense that, you know, they're a lot closer.
Oh, right.
So they go and they get to this ferry and they're like, hey, when's the ferry going to the island? And they're like, why are you going to the island? And it's all creepy and played in like, you know, the island has a big secret.
Yeah.
And then they go and then crazy hijinks happen, guys.
Crazy hijinks.
I might have seen this.
It's a Shudder original if those come across your desk.
Sometimes.
But it's good. I enjoyed it.
Oh, no, I didn't watch this one. Okay. It's new, right?
Yeah, it just came out a couple weeks ago, I think.
Oh, yeah, then I didn't see it. Think of another movie where this couple goes to an island and weird shit happens.
That happens. That's a bunch of them.
True.
A lot of movies start like that. Yes, that is correct. But we've got nothing else to talk about that we saw. We can go ahead and move into the vibe check.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Okay, Plotty Time vibe check. What are we talking about today? We are going to talk about the PlayStation downtime that happened yesterday.
God.
Were you guys impacted at all?
No, why would I be
No.
impacted?
I said I didn't play anything this week.
That's a good
I
point.
don't play
I was-
multiplayer, so not being able to go online
Doesn't
affect
matter.
me.
You still have to go online for some games.
Not any I
Single player.
play.
Yeah, I fired up my PlayStation 5. I tried to play. It said it could not contact the server, so it couldn't verify the license on the content.
Oh,
And then that happened until, I don't know, like 4 in the afternoon.
yeah. Oh, well, now we all get 5 free days of PS Plus or whatever.
Oh, we do? Well,
Well, if
wow.
you already subscribe to it.
Yeah, that's how I was going to say, that's how I got Animal Well. It was free on PS Plus.
Oh, really?
If you have like the game subscription thing, I think.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
sure.
got the highest fucking whatever.
Go search for it. I think it might be free. I didn't pay for it.
Nice. Yeah, I'll fucking download it then.
And then, so it happened, went down like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Friday night and was down for over 24 hours. And Sony's just like, it was an operational issue. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I signed in and I played the game I was playing. And then I tried to sync my trophies and it says PlayStation Network was down. I was like, oh.
No.
And then I just signed off.
Yeah.
It was the longest one since 2011. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah, on March 1st.
It
That was a hacker one, though, right? They got-
Yeah.
Oh, the hacker one. I was thinking of the one that they programmed the dates wrong and it tried to go to February 29th, 2011.
Oh, no. No, the hacker one, that was like fucking a couple days, right?
There was one, the 2011 one was the big one that was 23 days.
Yeah, that's right. Then we finally got it back to like, here, have a free game.
Yeah, they gave us like Infamous 2 and one of the Battlefields and something else.
Yeah.
But still, 23 days. Yeah, it was pretty surprising how it can be down for the entire world for that long.
Yeah, seriously. You can't just unplug it and plug it back in again.
Well, it raised a lot of questions. A lot of people were pissed because they finally, saw it in real time. The realization that just because your console's not online, so you can't do anything. You can't play any of these games.
Yeah.
So people were like, what the fuck is this? I paid for this. Why can't I play an offline single player game without being connected? And yeah, so I mean, nothing's going to happen. People are just going to complain. It's going to go away in like a day or two.
Yeah, that's the modern news cycle. What are you going to do?
Still something else fills the void, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then in other stuff, did you guys hear? Oh my God, guys, I know you guys are big Metal Gear Solid heads.
Spit it out.
Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater release date was leaked by accident on the PlayStation Store.
Okay.
Supposedly it's coming August 28th, 2025.
Oh, wow. That's so far away.
Yeah.
That's like the only one I didn't play. I barely played Metal Gear Solid 3.
Which ones did we cover?
1 and 1. I think we just did 1.
Oh, okay.
Didn't we?
I don't know. Which one's Snake Eater? Is that the one where he's like, I just remember seeing him walking in a fucking like jungle,
Yes.
like up to his eyes in water.
So Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater was, yes, it was in the jungle. It was the one that was the story of Big Boss. So it took place in like the 60s.
Okay.
In Vietnam. But yeah, that's why he's in a jungle in that one.
Right. Yeah.
People
sounds
love
neat.
it. People are really into it. And I think it's great. I don't know if I have another Metal Gear game in me, guys. I think 4 and 5 they got me. They broke me. I don't know what to say. I did really appreciate in Metal Gear Solid 5 that you could, you had the option. You can go in and be like all stealthy and sneak around and turn into a box and hide, or you could just go in guns blazing. They supported both.
Nice.
Guess which way I went in every time?
Guns blazing.
Guns blazing, baby.
Box blazing.
Just blazing, blah, blah, blah. Got him. I died a lot.
How'd you get him?
Blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
Blah, blah, blah.
I also read another interesting thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. You guys remember the company BioWare, right? Remember when they were really huge and they made Mass Effect and everyone loved them and then they got sold to EA?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Well, apparently they've laid off some people and the internal talk is that they are betting everything on the upcoming Mass Effect 5.
I wasn't planning on playing it. So
Well, now you have to.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I might play it, but I'm not going to buy it day one. I'll tell you that. It's got to really blow me away. I was not thrilled with 3, and I don't even remember 4. Did I play 4?
I kind of like 3, but Andromeda? Is that 4 or was it a 4?
That's what I was just thinking because I thought it was Andromeda, but I'm like, wait, was that 4?
Maybe it's just they're
I'll go take a look.
saying it's 4. I don't know.
I'll take a look. You guys fill time.
I never played any Mass Effect.
2's really good. Like,
Yeah.
really, really good. One of the best games I've ever played.
It's too long for me to pick
It
up
is
nowadays.
really long, though.
Like back in the day, I probably would have been all over it.
Yeah.
But now I can't even be bothered to do anything.
I know how I feel. I know how you feel.
Just anything at all.
Yeah.
Like, no.
They're like, you got to walk this whole map. You got to get to that side. No, thank you. Why can't I
And
fast
it's
travel?
pretty linear, too. Like, you can go wherever you want, but the level itself that you get to is pretty linear. There's no, like, exploration there. So it's hard to explain what I mean.
Yeah. It's not like they just drop you in a Fallout world.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, go do this way.
No, it's like it's open to the point where you have to do one thing to progress, and then it becomes you're doing that one thing.
Mm.
Then they open it up again, and then you still have to. It's like the illusion of open world.
Right. Like Metro, kind of.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Kind of. Because you would always like go to other planets and land and do something there, and it was always like a base or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see like a game like Mass Effect 2 where you could go to the different planets, you could land, you could shoot and do stuff, which I know I'm just describing, Starfield right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm wondering if basically an expanded version of Mass Effect 2, like, would that even be fun? Like, if these bases or places you landed were bigger and there were more of them, it sounds like it would just be more daunting than actual.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be like Starfield where it's like, oh my God, it's just the same shit with different skins? Or
Yeah.
there's only so many resources they have.
But like when Mass Effect 2 came out, you're like, I want more of this. And then you start to think like, wait, do I?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, something to think about.
I don't know. When Fallout 3 came out, I was like, that map could have been 10 times bigger. I probably would still loved it.
That's a good point. But Fallout 3 was Fallout 3.
Yeah. So, apples and oranges, you know what I mean?
Word. Speaking of apples and oranges, there's a new Battlefield game coming before April 2026. EA totally said it would happen.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
That is a series I loved playing back in like 2010, and I just left, and I played a lot of Battlefield 4, and then after that I was pretty much checked out.
Yeah, it feels like Call of Duty for me nowadays. I'm always like, man, maybe I'll put it on, play it. Nah, fuck it. I'm done.
They had a game mode in Battlefield called Rush, which was a whole lot of fun. Basically, it's team deathmatch, two sides spawning like, I don't know, I think it was 12 on 12 or something like that.
Nice.
And, you had an X number of tickets, and when you died and respawned, that was a ticket. So you were defending like a position that that the other team was trying to attack and bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they bombed it, more of the map would open up, and you'd have to fall back and defend another spot. And
that's pretty like a tug of war kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. But it's just basically you're either defending the whole game or you're attacking.
Yeah.
And it was just, oh my God, so many nights of just pounding fucking Miller Lights in front of the TV. Just playing that. Those are the days.
Yeah, right.
But that's all I got for the Plotty Time vibe check.
I don't really need to go back to the time when we're pounding Miller Lights.
All right, well, let's get into the game then. We'll leave it in the past.
What game is
How
that?
about it? Today we are talking about the classic game everyone has always been talking about for years since it came out, Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse.
What?
It was released October 18th, 2005. And we just did, like 2 weeks ago, a game that was around this exact same time.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So I had to get a little weird with this year in video games. September 20th, 2005, Gretzky NHL 2006 came out.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Also, September 26th, Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves.
Whoa.
We did that game.
Sure did.
We also did the next two, October 17th, The Warriors,
Oh,
yeah. Wow.
yeah.
and October 18th, Fear, Fear.
Okay.
And then another game came out October 18th. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, Quake 4. So
Never heard of it.
Quack 4, huh?
I was just thinking to myself, why aren't there more supernatural shooters like Fear? And then I think the market's just like saturated with those shitty streamer games.
I was going to say that's the only one I can think of, actually.
Yeah.
No, you think there'd be more? That worked so well. It was creepy as hell.
It was.
But anyway, that week in the box office, October 18th, 2005, number 6 that week, the Al Pacino, Matthew McConaughey classic, Two for the Money.
I don't even know it.
I don't either. I couldn't even think of one they were in together.
No.
I was like,
yeah, so I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that's the one where like Al Pacino runs a website or show that just gives people gambling tips, and Matthew McConaughey's like this fucking idiot savant when it comes to picking NFL games or some shit.
All right, if you say so.
It's just about the gambling world. It was as ridiculous as you think it is.
Nice.
Number 5 that week, Flight Plan.
Don't know that one.
No.
Jodie Foster
Oh, where she has the
loses
kid
her
that
kid on the plane.
disappears.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, you never had a kid.
Oh,
She's
so
like,
like changeling.
Except she's
Sort
on a
of.
flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then number 4 that week, In Her Shoes. I don't remember that one at all.
Me neither.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, we'll skip it. Number 3 was Elizabethtown. It's a rom-com, I assume.
I had a friend who went to college there.
At the movie?
No, Elizabethtown.
Oh, the university.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah. Where else did you go to college at?
A college.
Streets.
Boom.
weird.
Got you there.
He did.
Number 2, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Jesus, what a terrible week for movies.
Oh, wait till you get number 1, The Fog. You guys remember that remake? They remade The Fog in 2005, and boy, was it not good.
No, don't remember. I don't even
Well-
remember the original one.
I remember the original because it had the religious woman in
That's the mist.
I don't remember the fog. Oh, wait, that's the one with like the sailors, right?
Yeah, that were killed way back in the day and said, we're coming back to your town every 7 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty sick. I love
All
that
right,
movie.
if you
John
say so.
Carpenter
It's
rules.
not terrible.
Anyway, this week in news, October 18th, 1767. The boundary between Maryland and Pennsylvania, the Mason-Dixon line, is agreed upon.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. I've always worried about that.
So the Mason-Dixon line exists before the country. Interesting.
Well, I mean, all the states, the 13 states did too.
We're still on the better side of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
October 18th, 1867, the United States, takes formal possession of Alaska from Russia after paying $7.2 million in the Alaska Purchase.
That sounds like a deal.
I think so, too.
Yeah, $7.2 million. I could probably take that out at a bank for a loan and get Alaska.
Right. That'd be sick.
It would.
That is about $153 billion. No, that's ridiculous. $153 million.
Today?
Today, yes.
Yeah,
That's still not bad.
No, $153 million is not what it was back then. Yeah, I mean, it's still a lot of money, more money than I'll ever see in my life. But
Yeah, true. But
until this podcast takes off, guys, then we're going to be rolling in it.
Yeah, then we can be running the government.
That'd be sick. October 18th, 1829, women are officially considered persons under Canadian law.
Nice.
Wow, good for them.
Always way later than you or way later than you think.
Yeah, right.
And then October 18th, 1931, gangster Al Capone is convicted on 5 of the 23 counts of tax evasion against him, later fined $50,000 and sentenced to 11 years in jail.
Nice.
Wow, when tax evasion was...
That's the crime you could get convicted of.
Yeah.
All the other stuff, no one could pin anything on him, but they got him for tax evasion.
I don't even think that exists anymore.
I don't think it does either.
I think you
There's
get a
no
pat
IRS
on the back and another check.
Probably.
If you did it good, guy.
Well, if you brag about it, then other people will see that and they'll be like, hey, tell me that trick. How'd you do that?
Right.
And then you become a genius.
Or an accountant for richer
boy.
people.
Fucking this game was released for Xbox, developed by Wide Load, published by Aspire Media. It is there's no other way to say this. It's a zombie sim, baby.
Hell yeah.
And I picked it, so if you guys don't mind, I'll just roll into this gem.
Let's do
Go
it.
right for it.
Tell me about Stubbs.
Stubbs the Zombie, a rebel without a pulse, takes place in the fictional town of Punch Bowl, Pennsylvania in 1959.
Pennsylvania.
Good old
what?
Punch Bowl.
It is advertised as a city unlike any other, free of all the urban blights like no menial jobs, no homeless, no trash. And it's run by a guy by the name of Andrew Monday, America's favorite rags to riches story. And then you're the guy, you play as Stubbs, the zombie. So you shut out of the ground and then just start killing a guy. And we're off to the races, guys.
Nice.
Well, you do steal a hot dog first.
Oh, that's true. I forgot the hot dog part.
Yeah. Don't skip over the fucking main
The most
parts,
important
man.
part.
So then, this whole thing is goofy. It's very silly. It's not really meant to be taken seriously. So the humor is very interesting. It's very consistent through the whole thing, I'd say.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
But so you keep going around. You find some cops who really have no interest at all, really, in doing their job, and so you eat them. You eat their brains, and then they turn into zombies. This is the tutorial. You find out that you can eat people's brains and get zombies on your side to overwhelm the humans that are shooting at you.
Nice.
So it's like a lemming simulator.
Exactly.
Do lemmings turn other things into lemmings?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be damned.
That's how lemmings work. So you continue on and you head to the Fertile Crescent biome, where we get a little introduction to another character, Maggie Monday, who is the mother of Andrew Monday.
Oh. And Stubbs falls in love when he sees this picture. He's like, oh, wow.
Like, oh my God, what a dame, as they would say.
Mm-hmm.
I assume back
All
then.
right. Yeah, they do say that.
And she's getting escorted around by a barbershop quartet, which I think that's like her personal security. It's like the Secret Service in this world.
Yeah, that's what I got out of it.
Okay, because later they have jetpacks. So
Yeah. Retro future, man. It's the best kind of future.
it is. We can find out in this section that you're able to drive vehicles too, which adds to a lot of the gameplay here. Then you cut to this other section where we meet another character by the name of Otis, who is this paranoid local redneck militia, trigger-happy, crazy guy who runs the Quaker State Irregulars, who believe that the zombie outbreak is actually part of a communist infiltration mission. So they're all over the board, and that demographic hasn't changed, huh?
No, sir.
So then Stubbs heads to the police station, and he starts eating a bunch of guys in a lineup and some detectives. And I love how the cops are in here. They're just like, shoot first, ask no questions whatsoever. Little police murder joke thrown in there.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute.
And then you keep fighting, you keep going through it, and eventually they get the best of you, and they get you under control. on some kind of like, I guess it's an examination table, but it's very James Bond villainy.
Yeah, it's like you're strapped to like a table tilted 45. You know, everyone knows what these tables look like. They're in movies and shit all the time.
Right, like when James Bond's about to get hit by the laser. Like that's the situation we're looking at here. So then you end up getting your arm detached, and that crawls around and takes over someone, and you can lock them out. It's a game mechanic. You can throw your arm latches onto someone's brain, and then you can remote control that person. Which
can't you just turn him into a zombie though?
You're stuck,
you can also turn people
fight
into zombies.
Oh, I guess so.
I think it's a fun mechanic. You also can throw your spleen and it blows up. That's what that gas cloud thing was.
Yeah, that's interesting. How do you keep throwing it?
I think it regenerates. I don't think the lore about how the weapons work in this game is very consistent, but you know, whatever. It's fun.
Yeah, that's neat. It would be cool to see like a new take on this.
So then it took over a doctor. Doctor unlocked the room, freed him, and then doctor immediately gets eaten by Stubbs. So that was kind of fun. That's the kind of humor you can expect from this game. So, all right, Stubbs makes his way to the police chief's office. And there's a lot of talking here, a lot of back and forth, a lot of, I'm going to get you now, buddy. I'm going to do it myself. So they settle their differences between Zombie and police chief with a dance-off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm going to dance on your grave.
I didn't see any gameplay of this, but I really hope it's like a Parappa the Rapper style, like button combo thing.
I'm sure it's got to be it is a rhythm type thing.
Yeah, when I was looking for videos of this, one popped up. It was like dance off perfect, harder than you think. It's like,
I love it when those videos come online and they nail like some kind of stupid random section in a retro game, and you're like, I bet that was really hard because those controls are not responsive.
Yeah, exactly.
So they dance, they go back and forth, and by the end of it, it's pretty clear that the police chief is the better dancer. Like, let's be honest here. But it doesn't matter because Stubbs attached his pancreas to the chief, and then he blows up, and the entire station blows up, and Stubbs gets blown to safety down to street level.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And he runs into Otis again, and, you know, the guy who thought that all zombies are communists, so he sends his rednecks to go take care of this. And I want to talk about this character. I don't recognize these mountain people because they're wearing like the raccoon skin caps.
Mm-hmm.
They got like their sleeping wrap, their bag, like on their, you know what I mean? Like
they're going camping.
Exactly. Sleeping bag, that sort of thing.
Right.
And then they have black powder rifles.
It's
at a time when there were plenty of non-black powder rifles around.
Well, it's a militia, so I don't know.
Was it supposed to be like how someone in the 50s would see like a hill person?
That's what I assumed. It's like it's dated. Just
it's kind of like the
caricature?
old Looney Tunes cartoons.
Right, yeah.
Like a dated caricature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Still, they just looked very odd, even in the retro futuristic world. I guess, you know, 50s redneck and retro future just don't work well, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very strange.
So Stubb continues on to the mall and fights more rednecks, and he boss fights Super Redneck, I have written down here, with a chainsaw. There's a chainsaw enemy here.
Yeah.
And he seems to be some sort of like baby giant situation, like the mind of a child.
Yeah.
And you end up cutting his arm off and killing him. And as Otis is like, oh shit, everybody's dead. I'm getting out of here. I'm going back to the farm, baby. And then he gets in his truck and drives away, but you happen to get run over by it and stashed under it. And you're going with him. You're going to the farm.
Oh, sweet. Just hanging on.
Yep.
And then what did they call the farm? I didn't have it written down here, but I think it was
Knob cheese.
Knob cheese. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, that fits this.
Didn't you talk about his license plate?
No, what did it say?
What did it say?
It said no GBMNT, no government.
Oh, yeah, I did remember seeing that. I was like, I want that license plate.
You have to check if it's available.
Right.
Then, so Stubbs is stuck outside the farm, but luckily he lights a cigarette, throws the match, and it blows up the truck and blasts him over the gate. So that's nice. That's nice that happened. And this whole level, this whole section, is a lot of wide open fields with corn stalks that you can kind of hide in. So when people are shooting at you, you can kind of, you know, duck around. And after killing a bunch of people with a plow, I guess you get a plow, you get control of a plow here.
Interesting.
You get all these redneck zombies you've created. And you do, I guess they're parodying Patton, the movie here.
Okay.
Where he's standing in front of a military flag doing this crazy military speech and like riling everybody up, but all he's saying is the word brains.
Yeah, I saw that.
Brains, like that. And everyone's like, yeah, fucking yeah, bro. And eventually, you go and you find your way to Otis, and it turns out he remembers you.
Oh, yeah?
As some sort of traveling salesman. He's like, hey, it's you. It's been a long time. And then he just happened to have backed his way into a room that was filled with dynamite.
Oh, silly guy.
Of course, he got cornered in the dynamite room. You got cornered in the dynamite room. What are you going to do?
Sack move.
Sack move. Well, then you throw a match in there. This is part I also don't understand this part. But you throw a match in there, assuming that it's going to light him up. You start zombieing your way out of there, going pretty slow in general. I guess fast for a zombie. And you have plenty of time to get out of there. Did he not even try? Did he just sit in that room for like an extra 30 seconds? Be like, well, guess I'm going to blow up.
I guess.
Maybe he tried to put the fuse out.
And it didn't happen?
Yeah,
I don't know. They just cut away.
Because it's his house. Maybe he wanted to try to save his house,
It could be. I feel like you're giving him too much credit.
I know, but if you're going to die, explosion's the way to do it, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because he ain't feeling shit, and it's just going to be over instantly.
No, you're there 1 second, the next you're dust.
Yeah.
That's dark. We don't have to put that in the podcast.
I had a dream where I blew up, and I know what it feels like, dude.
Is it a recurring dream?
No, it happened once, but it was very vivid.
Okay. I might have found my topic for the end of this episode. Okay, so where was I?
Blow his house up, jump on the back of a sheep.
So then, in order to get back into town, or I guess you're going to the dam after this. I don't know why you're going to the dam. Whatever. Stubbs jumps on a sheep and rides it to his next destination.
That's so dumb.
So we get this quick conversation between Herman Y and his associate. Herman Y was shown in the beginning of this game. He is a heavily implied former German scientist who is the person who is responsible for all this fancy punch bowl future tech.
Right.
Project Paperclip.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. So he's the mind behind Punch Bowl, and you get to the dam, and I love the little, I don't know if you guys heard it in the PA announcement in the video you watched, but they're like, welcome to the dam, where our motto is, damn it. I was like, that's pretty fun. But you fight your way through, and then, so I don't know if this was the reason you went there, or you just found yourself at the dam, and through a set of crazy circumstances, because you're walking through the control room and there's people like, oh my God, there's these zombies in here. If they get into the water, they're going to contaminate it. So you get the idea like, I think I will contaminate their entire water supply. So the whole point of this level is for Stubbs to piss in the water tank.
Yeah. It's strange that they point it out just loud enough so he can hear it.
And it is an impossible amount of piss to come from anyone. That's a new button, I think.
I like that.
And so, yeah, you piss in the water and you make it all bad and you send it to Punch Bowl. And on your way out, you get into this truck. You see a TV screen in the truck for some reason. I don't know why they have TV screens, but here they do. And it's Dr. Y talking about how, whatever you guys do, don't overload the generators. All you have to do is put one thing in between the two relays and it'll completely overload. And the Stubbs is like, yeah, cool. I know how to destroy this whole place now. So you drive around, you get your Zombo friends, you throw them in the generator things, they complete the circuits, and you blow the dam, causing a massive flood while Stubbs is just sort of kind of whisked away to downtown Punch Bowl.
I love this part when they show the news and the anchor's like, oh, the dam, and he just gets fucking destroyed.
Oh, yeah. Like, oh, we're having a little technical difficulty.
Yeah.
You hear him just dying in the background. That's good stuff. And so at this point, Punch Bowl's looking a little rough. There's zombies everywhere. Stubbs heads to the lab where Herman Y has all his shit, and it's defended by the military, and you got to kill a bunch of military dudes, and you break through, whatever, and you boss fight Y. That's a lot of gameplay I just glossed over here.
Mm-hmm.
He's flying around in a jetpack, so you guys throw down, you fight, there's multiple stages, and during the fight, he tells you that he created Stubbs. It was him who did it because of an experimental growth serum that he used for accelerating the growth of the grass in Punch Bowl.
Oh, makes sense. And he didn't know he was buried there.
Exactly. So
how could
you end up...
Exactly. It's unmarked.
So you end up killing Y. Well, technically, I guess he killed himself because, I forgot to mention the gas pump robots.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah,
It was so fucking creepy.
It was so creepy. And I'm just going to be honest, it made me laugh a couple times. It got me.
It did. The way the cops were reacting and how he's just standing there and the car slowly rocking.
Okay, well, now we have to say it. Now we have to talk about it.
No, that's enough. You can picture it.
The robot fucks the car. Anyway, so we're moving on.
How else would you get gas in?
I don't want to talk about how much I thought it was funny. Let's just move on. So this gas pump who fucks cars walks in, is like, "Hey guys, how we doing?" And then he gets hit and everybody blows up and everyone dies. He killed himself by blowing up a gas pump who wanted to fuck a car. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a nickel.
I haven't seen that in the game we covered.
No,
That's definitely not a bingo spot.
No.
So Stubbs makes his way to City Hall to finally confront Andrew. Kills a shitload of people. He drives around a tank killing people. There's a tank level. Of course there is.
Yeah, why not?
That's a bingo spot, though. You fight the barbershop quartet, and Stubbs gets into Andrew's office, but right before in reception, he runs into one of the tour bot. Originally, in the beginning of this game, this tour bot was trying to take you around, show you the city, and you're like, I'm kind of busy eating brains here. And it's the whole play up of how the robot doesn't realize that something's wrong here. It's just like, oh, you must have fallen or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. So you run into the thing, the robot, and they're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to get out of here. Could you tell Andrew that this whole place is going to get blown up in 5 minutes? All right, I'll talk to you later. And so you go in and you find Maggie and Andrew, and Maggie immediately recognizes Stubbs.
It's that tie.
It's got to be the tie. She starts defending him. Like, no, don't kill him. Don't do it. I love this zombie. And then now we get the backstory, you see.
Oh, how'd this all happen?
It was a hot summer night in 1933. And, she boned the traveling salesman. So
It's like how those stupid old jokes work.
Yeah, I know.
The traveling salesman and the farmer's daughter.
Stay away from my daughter. And he comes out with the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, the traveling salesman didn't get away. So her father came home, straight up murdered the guy in his home, buried him in the woods, and the spot where he buried him just so happened to be where Punch Bowl would soon be built.
Makes sense now.
And then Stubbs and Maggie, they share an embrace like two lovers gone for 23 years or whatever it was. And then Stubbs immediately eats her brains.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I should have seen that coming.
Yeah, right?
Like, I feel dumb. I didn't see that coming.
Same.
And Andrew locks himself in some kind of force field at his desk he had for some reason. And he's like, hey, you get out of here, Dad, or something very annoying like that during the boss fight.
Yeah.
Like he's mocking him. And anyway, so eventually Stubbs gets through and he's about to kill Andrew. He's about to do the final blow. And zombie Maggie comes over and she's like, no, come on. And he's like, man, whatever. So they get together. Zombie Stubbs, zombie Maggie, get on a boat, fuck off. Andrew sees the bomb coming, and I guess that's that. And then a little heart frames out Maggie and Stubbs, and we learn the meaning that love conquers all.
It was a love story the whole time.
I did not see that coming.
Me neither. They don't usually surprise you in the last act with a love story.
No, it's wild.
All right, so that's it. That's the game. We did it, and we're better people.
Oh, always.
So let's go ahead and move into our final thoughts.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll start with you there, Dr. Syintist.
Okay.
All right, I'll get him.
All right, go for it.
Well, it's only fair because otherwise you'd have to do 2 in a row.
Sorry, he's an expert.
It's true. Did watching this video make you want to be Stubbs?
Nice.
Was the story full of wins or was it full of dubs, which means losses?
Oh. So the Wibs is wins?
Yep.
Okay.
And out of 27 stars, how many did this scrub?
Do I want to play it? Nah. Did the story work for me? I mean, as a love story, I guess it works.
One of the best love stories I've seen in a while.
One of the best we've done.
Yeah.
Easily top 25.
I feel like that's the kind of love story that should be in a slapper.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that's as deep as we get with this.
Yeah. But I don't know, like the whole traveling salesman, one night stand kid thing and the stereotype Quaker, irregular whatevers. It just, I don't know. I mean, it's all right for a zombie sim. So, but it's just whatever. I'll give it 5 stars, I guess.
You just didn't like the humor, did you?
No, I did not.
Too childish for you.
Yeah. But I mean,
Okay.
It wasn't terrible. I mean, it was more believable than some of the stories we've done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll give it 5.
Okay, well then, how about you there, Sir Chump Slap? Did watching this video make you want to play Stubbs the Zombie, Rebel Without a Pulse? Did the story work for you, or did you end up being Repulsed.
Hmm?
What score out of 27 stars you think you'd post your results?
Not
I wasn't
bad.
gonna
You
say-
weren't even looking at a rhyming dictionary, were you?
Not at all. Never.
Watching it kind of made me want to play it almost as much as like Destroy All Humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the bad guy simulator, but I don't know. I'd get bored with it way too quick, I'm sure. And the humor would just probably get stale and old.
Oh, easily.
Did the story work for me? I kind of dug it. It is slappy. It's weird. You're just this weird ass zombie with childish humor. Just creating more zombies. Just turning a whole town into zombies until the government decides we got to fucking nuke this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it leaves it open for a sequel easily.
Yeah, but he already found his love.
I mean, but they can go take over another whole town together. You know? You could play as two different characters or like a 2-player 2-at-once thing. I don't know.
Or mix it in.
Yeah, that's the word. Like Army of Two.
2-player 2-at-once thing.
Yeah, you got it. Shut up.
Make it, with the 2 people in it too, you can get some puzzle action going on too. That's
there
fun.
you go. Yeah, those are fun. Like Portal 2 when you had to do that part with 2 people.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, is it a great story? No, but it's fun. It's dumb. I joke. I enjoyed it. So at 27 stars, what am I going to slap it? I think I'm going to give it a 7 because it's slappy. It's dumb. That's it. It's slappy and dumb.
It's slappy and dumb.
Okay. That gets you a 7. So you guys got any questions for me at all? Maybe? I don't know.
I think I got 1 or 2.
Okay, shoot.
Did watching this video make you want to play a zombie simulator?
Okay.
Was the story pretty good, or would you rather say see you later? And out of 27 stars, when did you give this tater?
I love it when you refer to games as taters. Did watching the video make me want to play it? Not really. I mean, in a way, it seemed interesting. It seemed kind of fun. It seemed like if I got it as like a shovelware game for $1.99 and I played it for a half hour, I'd be like, that's good.
Yeah.
But it's like, I missed it when it came out, when I probably would have been at peak enjoyment of it. And it just hasn't kept up with the time. So I probably wouldn't play it. I know it was re-released in like 2021 or 2022, but they basically just ported it.
Yeah, it's not even like upgraded graphics or nothing.
I mean,
a little bit, but
maybe to like maybe a little bit, but nothing crazy. So did it make me want to play it? Not really. Did the story work for me? I thought it was pretty dumb. I thought it was pretty fun. I thought it was interesting to play from the point of view as the zombie and just completely mercilessly killing every human you possibly saw.
Yeah, you had no reason to. You're just a zombie.
No, not at all. They were just, even the ones that weren't like coming after you could just grab them and bite them and turn them into zombos. It was an interesting way to do the combat, especially when you can't have guns. Well, I suppose you could throw your arm and then switch a commando guy or whatever that has a gun and use them to shoot other people. But I don't know, the gameplay, the style, everything, it's just kind of dated these days.
Yeah.
But the story, that's what we're talking about. The story. It was, I don't know, like it was interesting and it was fun, but it didn't really do anything new for me at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
fair.
we're kind of just going through the motions of childish humor here, and it's just go to one place, destroy it, move on. Go to one place, destroy it, move on. So we just threw a zombie in there as the main character, but I liked it overall.
Yeah, there's really no reason for him to go to the fucking dam and destroy it.
Yeah, and even like to piss in it. I don't understand his motivation is
He probably
I'm
just
gonna get
has
my
to piss.
lady back. Well, probably, but his whole motivation is like I need my lady back, and everyone's gonna die until I get it back, get her back.
I think you're giving him way too much agency here, and he's just a mindless zombie.
Yeah, I think he is just a mindless zombie.
You think so? You think he just stumbled upon Maggie, and in the end they're like, okay, we're together, yay.
Yeah.
Kind of. He just sees
maybe.
the poster and he's like, oh, hearts. And then he sees another poster and he's like, oh, she likes chocolate and flowers. I don't know.
So does he must remember at least some part of his previous life.
Yeah, he definitely has some agency.
But I mean, he's still just a zombie.
That's true. All right. Well, I guess I'm giving him too much credit. So then I'm going to raise my score by 6 points and I'm going to give it an 8. Yeah, that gives us a total score of 20.
Top 5 this year.
So far.
Definitely top 5 this year. We've only also done Alter Echo, which we gave an 18. But if we go back to last year, Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction, the last episode we did of the year, we gave it 22. So,
Yeah, that was childish too.
and this one would be 20, just like Luigi's Mansion was back in October.
All right. Yeah. Perfect.
About the
fit.
same.
So again, we nail it because we're the most accurate podcast in the game.
Damn Skippy.
So that being said, giving it a 20, having nothing else to say, let's go ahead and move into the cool down topic.
Thank God it's so warm here.
And so Cool down topic. It's my turn this week. Do you guys have any weird, or have you had in the past, reoccurring dreams?
Never. I don't even remember dreams.
You don't remember any.
Once in maybe every couple
You
of
never
years.
woke up to a dream that was so fucked up and you're like, holy shit.
Nope.
I've had a couple where I remember them, but they never reoccurred.
I've definitely, do you ever have the teeth one where your teeth just fall out?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I've had like all the classic dreams people talk about, but very few of them more than once. Like I
Yeah.
remember having the teeth one. I also had a reoccurring one where I'm flying, but only like 6 feet off the ground in this beautiful field with this tall grass and the wind's just flowing all around me. And then I wake up. I don't know what that means or if it does mean anything.
I've had a couple where I'm like, oh, I know how to fly. And then I do it. And it's like, it's just this weird motion where I'm like kind of just stepping on the air. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, because you don't move around the dream world like you do the real world. And you can't really explain sometimes how you feel in dream. Like, it's weird because I'm a lot like Dr. Syintist too. I don't often remember my dreams.
No, me neither. But I do have vivid ones sometimes.
I do too. That's but I won't remember what it was, but I'll wake up and I'll have like just experienced very intense, very real feeling emotions.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever have like an anxiety where you're just like, I've had this dream where I killed my entire family.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the dream, I'm like, oh, what the fuck did I do that for? Oh, I hope it's a dream. I hope it's a dream. And I woke up and I'm like, oh, thank God.
Why'd you kill him? That's fucking weird.
I don't know. It was it started as an accident and then they came after me. I was like, oh, fuck, I have to kill them all.
Well, gotta kill them all. Damn. Shit. I didn't want to do this, but here we are.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Woe is me.
I had a dream like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago where apparently I was yelling in my sleep, which like I'm not a sleep talker. That's not what I do. But I remember my dream. It was like a haunted house situation. I don't remember any of the context.
Right.
I just remember feeling freaked out in a house. And I remember, I don't know, winning or something or getting out or whatever. Like, I don't know, like a feeling of relief.
Charlie
like I was gonna get out of this house. I got a feeling of relief. So I opened the basement door to where the ghost or ghoul or spirit or elf, whatever was down there, and I just screamed like, go fuck yourself or something. And my wife said that in my sleep I screamed something. She couldn't make out what I said.
Get the fuck out.
It's probably like, duh.
It's probably like and she's like, what the fuck was that? I'm like, well, I yelled in my dream. Maybe I carried out. She's like, don't do that. That is weird. I'm like, okay.
It's not like you have a choice.
I know, right?
We had a friend in high school who would like sleepwalk and talk.
Yeah, he'd get up and have conversations with you.
Yeah, I'd be like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, gotta get the marbles.
And you're like, what are you talking about? Get the marbles.
He's
And
like,
you're
they're in the pillowcase. You need the marbles.
yeah, I gotta get the marbles.
So wild.
Are you supposed to wake him up or not?
I just had fun trying to fuck with him. Like, try to confuse the shit out of him while he's talking.
I always, like, when I was a little kid and people would talk about sleepwalking, I always thought in the back of my mind, like, it was bullshit.
Yeah,
like, no one
same.
actually leaves their house. And then Ambien became a thing. And people are like, I don't take any sleeping pills.
No, I would never.
And I'm not judging or whatever. You know, you need to sleep. And I could see where if that's the only way to do it, people do it.
Right.
I get it. But I've heard stories of people like making whole fucking Thanksgiving dinners and having no recollection of it.
I've heard stories of people driving somewhere, coming back home, and then when they wake up the next morning, there's like scratches on their car and shit.
Jesus Christ.
fucked
Like, how
up, right?
terrifying is that?
That's scary as shit. That'd be the time I'd be like, I'm done with this. I'm not fucking.
It's amazing they
taking
can
that,
find their keys.
Well, you're pretty lucid. Your brain's not making memories. It's like blacking out drunk, you know?
Oh, you can drive fine then.
Yeah, exactly.
No, nobody go and drive.
Yeah, don't drive blackout drunk, please.
But it's like your brain doesn't know how to make memories at that point, but you're still coherent while you're doing it as far as under the influence as well. You know?
So it's like you're well, I don't want to use the term sleepwalking, but it's like you're blackout, but not impaired.
I assume you're still impaired by the drug, even Ambien, which you're still fucked up.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
And I knew someone we went to high school with who was a sleepwalker in their youth.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember hearing the story where this kid's parents went to not a neighbor, but like a couple houses away, like half a block, half a country block there.
Right.
And the kid woke up, went downstairs, walked out the front door, walked to their house, and rang the doorbell. And they answered the door, and he woke up, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And they're like, "You tell us, kid."
Oh, like he woke up when they came to the door?
Yeah.
I think we know the
he's
same
like,
person.
He's like, "What's going on?" They're like, "What you tell me? What are you doing here?" Like, "Are you all right?"
There was I don't know if it is the same person, because one of my friend's brothers, who was younger than her, used to sleepwalk. And like he would do it in the middle of the night and just walk down the street, like go outside and walk down the street.
Oh, that's fucking scary.
And they would have to
dude.
find him. Like he would go to like their friend's house that was like a block away.
Yeah.
And he would just walk there.
Well, this is a problem that got solved by technology, because if that's my kid, he's getting a fucking AirTag necklace.
Who's the
Smart.
comedian Mike Birbiglia? Does he have?
Yeah,
he
has
has a special.
something.
He like jumped out a
sleeping
window
bag.
or something?
Yeah, they have like a special sleeping bag in that that his hands get held, so
Yeah.
he can't do it.
He's like basically tied up
Yeah.
every night. He goes, "Man, that sucks."
You guys ever have sleep paralysis?
No, I knew somebody who did get that too.
Yeah, me neither, but that's scary.
She said it was scary as shit because she couldn't move. But once she figured out what it was,
It's like, oh, yeah, your brain could actually comprehend it then. Yeah.
So I think I've had it twice, but didn't realize it. It might have also been like I was just stuck in some weird, like half awake state for a couple seconds, you
Like
know?
one of those jolt a lot awake things.
No, it was like, it wasn't like I saw something at the end of the bed. It wasn't like a sleep paralysis like that. It was more of like, I knew I was asleep. I knew my eyes were closed, but it felt like someone was in the room, like inches from my face, just screaming.
That's wild, man.
Like, hey, hey, hey. And then I wake up and no one's anywhere. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, wow. I had one.
That happened a couple times.
I had one once where I was sleeping and in the dream, it was like one of those twitch things where you feel like you're falling and you just like jerk away.
like a streamer?
I get all the time, still to this day, all the time.
I get that before I fall asleep.
Yeah. But this one was like, I was just falling asleep. I had a quick flash, like someone was standing at the end of my bed and I fucking literally just kicked my foot, like, get the fuck out of here. And I woke up, I was like, what the fuck was that? It's so scary.
Yeah, awesome. I'm actually glad I don't dream. Or I don't know if it's not remembering. There's definitely times where I have a dream, I wake up, I know I had a dream, maybe I could recall some things, but within an hour it's gone.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
That happens maybe once or twice a month. Usually it's just the eyes go down, they open, it's morning now.
Yeah, but you have
that's
to
what happens.
dream.
Well, I wake up a couple times to piss, but
Yeah.
That's
an
I
old age
wake up.
thing.
I wake up to just screaming. So
I'd rather do that than piss.
Yeah, nothing's worse than getting out of my fucking bed in this cold ass house.
oh no. You got to get you one of those like onesies to sleep at, like a union suit.
So you can piss in your sleep?
Yes.
Oh,
No, like-
sick.
Or a poncho or something. That'll work. Get you a fucking chamber pot, dude. You just shit in a pot in your room.
Yeah, but then I got to empty it and clean it and stuff.
Says who?
And then like you just spill a little bit and then fuck that, your room smells.
All right. Well, on that high note, let's wrap up this episode.
Thank God.
Do it.
If someone wants to send us an email, how would they do that, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, you'd send us an email to plottytime@gmail.com. I'll read and respond 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts.
And if they want to get to us faster on the socials, knowing that we no longer use Instagram or Threads, how would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
So I guess we have a blue sky at
We
Plotty
do.
Time?
We do, yes.
Or you can go to the Reddit. I'm checking it right now, talking to everybody on.
Go to the Reddit. You can go to YouTube. You could like and subscribe there. That really helps us out. New videos every week of me streaming and doing stuff.
Yeah, and comment too.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, binge.
Hit that bell.
Yeah, dingle the bingle or whatever.
That does it for us. So just shout out to Sandman, Drago, the Slago Gamers, Little Playground, I Am Panex, and Louise Guzman. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.